Video, I'm going to talk about JavaScript functions. So let's jump into the video. Okay, so what is JavaScript function? So function helps us write reusable code in JavaScript. Functions are like mini programs inside big programs. Functions generally modify the state of our programs. Functions are defined so that they can be called later. These are theory some of the theory about function where function helps us in writing reusable code. So if you're writing the same code many times, probably it's a good idea to put it into a function, a box, something like that. And a function is like a mini program. I mean, obviously when we write a function, we can call a function, we can call that function many times. That's why we call it a mini program. They generally modify the state of our program. I'll show you, like, say, suppose I have some primitive data, right? Maybe a name. I can modify the name inside a function. So that's the meaning of modifying the state of our program. Functions are defined so that they can be called later. So let's jump into the practical thing, right? And see how we can define a function. So I'll switch to my code editor. And here I'm going to define our first function. So to define a function, we use something called a function keyword, then the name of the function, then the curly brackets, the round brackets actually, and then the curly brackets. And what goes inside these curly bracket is called function body. Now here inside this function body, I can write one or more statements. So here I'm just saying hello Sandeep, something like this. Now, this is how we define the function. Function keyword, name of the function, round brackets, curly brackets, and this is the function body. The next thing is how to call a function. So to call a function, we just need to refer its name and then the round brackets. This is how we call a function. Now, if I save, see that? We're getting that output, hello Sandeep here, this console.log. Now, function can take arguments also. So I'm going to just copy this code and comment it. And then again, I'm going to paste it here. So function can take arguments like this hello Sandeep. So this name Sandeep, I can pass as a parameter to the greet function. So I can say name, something like this. And instead of using hello Sandeep as a hard-coded value, I can say hello plus name. So that now I can pass any name here, not Sandeep, I can say Sonali also, right? And if I save, you see, we are getting hello Sonali. I can change this name to Jimmy also, right? And I can see hello Jimmy. So by passing the parameter to the function, right, you can change its behavior. This is the behavior. I mean, right now we are just logging the value. This is called the behavior of a function, right? So say if suppose I have multiple statements here, you can modify the behavior of the program by passing the parameters arguments to the function. Now you can pass multiple arguments also to the function. So let's see that example. I'm going to comment this and I'm going to write another function. Say we'll go with sum, right? So say suppose I want to do the sum of two numbers. So I can pass two different numbers here. I can pass several arguments actually. I can pass C, D, E, a lot of arguments. But I want to show you example of two arguments here, but this can be applied to multiple arguments also. And inside this sum, I can just log console.log A plus B. Semicolon. Now how to call the function, name the function, round brackets, and now I'm going to pass 10, 30. And now if I save, see that we are getting the output as 40 here because 10 plus 30 is 40. So you have seen how we can pass multiple arguments to the function. Next and last important thing about function is function can return the value also. So I'm going to replicate the same function sum, which is going to take two values, a and b. But instead of doing the console.log a plus b, this time I'm going to return the result of addition of a and b. So I'll say return a plus b. So now this time this function is actually calculating the value of A and B, that is adding the A with B, and it's returning the result of A plus B. Now I can call this function again by passing some values, maybe like 30 plus 12. But this is not going to log anything in the console because some function is returning a value which we can collect, right? So probably I can say result, which I can collect into a result variable, because sum 30 12 is returning the addition of 30 and 12, which I'm storing into a result variable. Now I can log the result variable, and if I save now, we should be able to see the output as 42. Okay, let's have a quick recap about functions. So functions are like reusable programs, like in JavaScript, or a mini program you can call. To define a function, right, we write a function keyword, or maybe I'll go here, function keyword, then name of the function, then the round brackets, right, and then the function body. To call the function, we name the function, then the round brackets. Function can take arguments, like I have passed one argument here, I have passed multiple arguments here, right? And function can return the value also. We're going to write a lot of functions in upcoming videos, where probably we'll start creating some JavaScript projects. So I just wanted to cover, basics of our function, but while creating those projects, we'll dive deeper into all of these things. See, I mean, understanding all of this concept little bit helps. I don't want to get into details of functions at the start, because I know while writing programs, we are going to jump into a lot of details of function. Function has so many things, so many other things to talk about, but I just wanted to cover the most important part of functions in this part of the video. So I hope this is helpful to you. I'm going to see you in the next video. Until then, you take care, goodbye, and thanks for watching the video.